Hello everyone, my name is Der Wolfschwein and today we'll be continuing our playthrough of Shadows of the Forest by Louis Cypher. Okay, so a few things happened from our last video, and since they weren't major, I decided to skip them and go right into the action. As you can see, we have 4th day of 3rd week of 4th month, and we have some more terrain revealed. First thing is that we visited a cartographer, which was right after Olivia. It allowed us to see all water on the map, which is this part with one-way monolith to Hell, and this part where we can see a town, a final town which we'll have to capture. Also, I visited this place. We could go here only after defeating Olivia, and there were 1,500 sharpshooters, actually elves, but we upgraded them into sharpshooters. And that's basically it. We have 3,900 movement points, which is exactly the amount needed to go through this portal. And yeah, you'll see what lies behind it. Let's move. Here we'll be fighting 12 heroes right after taking End's turn. All of them are powerful. They have greater army than we do. And since they attack all at once, we don't have time to do actually anything. We cannot change our artifacts, we cannot switch our units, we cannot regenerate mana. So we have to fight as well as possible to use as few mana points as possible. And one thing, while testing, only 10 of those heroes attacked me. 2 of them had just 2 small armies and 2 bad stats. So I contacted Louis, the author of this map, and we decided to increase the difficulty of those 2 fights. So probably the next version of this map will have them fixed. I have those greater amounts of units on those heroes because I used a save editor, because I want to show the whole experience of those 12 fights. Okay, so let's change artifacts. We need this because we have armies from 3 different factions, so we'd have negative morale otherwise. We will need ammo card for the first fight. And the author said that only those 4 artifacts are necessary, and yes, they are necessary to win this fight. And 5th artifact, you can use anything you want. During my testing, I found out that Sphere of Permanence is probably the best artifact for those fights. And actually, it's a really good artifact. I slept on it for many years. Now it will help us immensely. So, yeah, let's start the fights. Here we have our first hero. His stats are around same level as ours. He has all artifacts to speed and Badge of Courage, which means we cannot use any mind spells on him. He also has some spells, some damaging ones, and Titan's Lightning Bolt. He has Fire Elemental, Clone, and a nasty Fire Shield. Yeah. Stacks which have to be dealt with first are Archdevils and Magogs. And we brought our ammo cards only for this fight to help us. Because when we cast Force Field, it will occupy those 3 hexes, and here there will be 2 hexes where the enemy can go. So I will force those Black Knights to go here and destroy the ammo card, and by doing so they will block the way. So no 1 hex units will be able to reach us. Okay, so let's slow the enemy and position our troops properly. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. In those fights, for some reason, the enemies will move not according to plan. If such thing happens, we have to restart the fight. For example here, those Archdevils could actually attack this stack of Phoenixes even though the amount of Phoenixes here is lower than in this stack. This will happen in next fights, and yeah, we'll just have to restart them. Okay, so now let's focus on attacking those Archdevils and destroying Magogs. Now we have to occupy those guys and Fire Elementals, because they move prior to Black Knights. So if we want Black Knights to destroy this ammo card, we have to keep those Fire Elementals on this side of the battlefield. Let's do it like that. And let's bring those Black Knights as close as possible. Frenzy. Now we can force field. Destroy Archdevil stack. And yeah, we're protected now. We can cast Prayer. And yeah, now we will cast this bone. We have Sphere of Permanence, so our creatures don't get affected by it. So Prayer is still on. Okay, now we can cast Anti-Magic. Yep. Okay. We can continue fight. While keeping in mind that the enemy has Fire Shield. And we can start spamming Quicksand. I will cast Anti-Magic now, just to make sure that the enemy won't try to cast Implosion or something. And let me see how much mana I had while testing. I think we will do it worse this time. we're very unlucky. Placement of quicksands. Okay, maybe let's try. Okay, and we won, and actually didn't go that bad. Yeah, we have all 5 stacks of phoenixes, and yeah, actually we have more mana than in my test. Perfect. Now this enemy has a ton of dragons. He cannot be berserked, and he's very fast. Dragons, most of them are immune to magic, but luckily he has rust dragons which can be blinded, and also dragons have breath attack. So they usually don't want to hit our stack if it means hitting another stack or putting themselves in position where they will attack the stack if they retaliate. And we will use this. We have to make sure that Rust Dragons are positioned right here on those two hexes, and then we'll blind them. And we should have those 3 hexes for our units, because the enemy won't place his units here. But to get the setting we want, we might actually have to restart despite a few times, because dragons really move randomly. I have no idea what causes Azure Dragons, for example, to attack only 13 Phoenixes, for example, and not breath attack here or here. I have no idea what makes them do so. But yeah, eventually... Okay, that didn't go as planned. But eventually they will go to proper positions. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's what we wanted. So now I can blind them here. Now let's hope that we won't get fear applied to our phoenixes. Yes, we didn't. So we can teleport our sharpshooters here. And we're almost safe now. As you can see, the enemy has frenzy. But again, the mechanics which make him do this are unknown to me, because you'll see that sometimes he will cast it, sometimes he will not cast it. I have absolutely no idea why. Our sharpshooters are blocked right now, so we will just create another stack of them. Plus. Okay, and now sometimes the enemy decides to attack us, even though he will burn his units. So to prevent that, I cast shield. Yeah, as you can see, he decided to cast Frenzy for some reason. But he doesn't want to do it anymore, so we'll have to, unfortunately. Fast Frenzy. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So okay, let's prepare. We have to summon fire elementals. Cure our units. Slow the dragons. And haste our fire elementals. Now, fire elementals are the slowest unit within our army, but they're still faster than rust dragons. So we can attack 3 stacks and blind. Now we can resurrect. And do it once more. Whoa! Where? Okay. Okay, I forgot that clone units last for the amount of turns equal to our spell power. Yeah, and didn't notice they vanished. Okay, so let's fight once more. Okay. And this stack affected by fear, so we have to restart. Yes, okay. Okay, now we have to cast Frenzy as the enemy. Does not want to do it. Okay, now, since the amount of Azure Dragons is low, I think they might attack. So I will just do it like that, just to be sure. Okay, and now same tactics as previously. So we summon fire elementals. Cure. We haste our elementals. And yeah. And we can resurrect our phoenixes. And yeah, we have all 5 stacks. The enemy is still slowed. And yeah, we won. Okay, that will be it for this video. If you liked it, then please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.